So with my first name beginning with a J and my second name beginning with a P, I decided it would be a pretty cool idea to do something a little bit different on this channel and go for the Platinum Trophy on 2 different games, with one of those games beginning with the letter J and then the other game beginning with the letter P. And I also saw this as a good way to see what games begin with these letters and whether I've heard of them before, or maybe it's a chance to play a smaller, less known game that I've never heard of or played before. Now on this specific video, the 2 games I've chosen I like to think are pretty well known games and titles. But if you guys enjoy this video and like the idea, then make sure to like the video, as that will let me know if you guys enjoy this concept or not. And if you guys would like to be a part of the next Initials Platinum video, then drop your initials in the comments below. And whoever I choose, I will do this exact same video, but on games that begin with the first letter of your first and last name. And this could become a new series on the channel, who knows. And at the end of this video, I will also give my thoughts on both of the games, with which one I enjoyed playing overall, and also what PSN Profiles gives the difficulty, and whether I agree or disagree from my experience when going for the Platinum. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video, and the first game starting with the letter J. So when picking what game I wanted to do that began with the letter J, there is games like Just Cause 3 or Jump King, just to name a couple. However, I decided to choose a game that I've been interested in playing for the past couple years now, but I've just never gotten around to playing it. And the game that begins with the letter J that I've chose to Platinum on this video is... So the first step when going for Jakanddaxter's Platinum was to just play through the story / all the missions as normal. But before doing all that, just loading into the game got me extremely excited because of this. Oh my god, it comes up with the PlayStation. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, I have already been hit with a ball of nostalgia from just seeing that. Oh my god, and it's made by Naughty Dog as well. Oh my god, this just keeps getting better. I've literally just loaded into the game. That's made my excitement levels go even more higher than they already were before loading this game up. I had no idea this was made by Naughty Dog. I'm really excited to get into this. So once starting the game, I watched this cutscene where Daxter, who is our partner in crime, so to say, falls into this like magic portal or something like that, to where once coming out of it, he is something completely different. And this first cutscene did make me laugh, I can't lie. But once watching the rest of this cutscene, I started the first mission in the game. Alright, we're taking control for the first time. Okay, so I think they said that we've got to find power cells. Oh no, I don't like that. Okay, the controls are inverted. How do I change that? Okay, wait, hang on. Okay, I'm probably just gonna have to accept it. Okay, that's gonna take time to get used to. I don't like how it's inverted. That woman said that we've got to find like 20 power cells, and I don't know if this is what this game is. I think I have heard that like this game is basically just like, you know, finding a bunch of power cells to be able to like progress through the game. If that is all the game is, then hopefully it doesn't feel too repetitive. But regardless, I'm still very excited to just like continue, like just go through this game. Okay, so I need to collect 20 of these power cells, and that's one right there. So if I jump over this and grab it, and oh my god, that is so cool. I actually love how like they cut. I mean, I never played the PS2 version of this game, but I actually love how like it's saying the memory card PS2 system, like it comes up the PlayStation 2 like text when you load the game on. Like it's so cool. Oh, bless me. I will say this has given me like a little bit of Spyro vibes, because I feel like, obviously not in terms of gameplay, but in terms of like the style. Like obviously with Spyro, you just like, you find, you know, as many of these crystals as you can to progress through the game. But yeah, I just have this weird feeling that it's very similar to Spyro, where you have to find all of these crates and you have to find all of these power cells to progress through the game. I actually really enjoyed those games because, like, even though the concept could have been quite boring, like I don't know what it was, like I just really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping it'll be the same here. Can I double jump? Oh, I can. Okay. I mean, I don't think it's like registering too well. Like I have to like press it quite a few times for it to actually register. Alright, there's another one. Oh, then there's my first trophy, training. I was about to get 4 power cells. Collect all power cells and grace a rock. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe that was to collect 4 or something. So once getting that first trophy, I began exploring around this area to find new places to find more power cells, to get a total of 20 to be able to unlock the next area. And I was also finding and collecting these orbs as there is a trophy to find all 2,000 of them. So the first place I went to in this first area was this place called Senetal Beach, and I was here for about 25 to 30 minutes finding all the power cells, but then I was missing 2 more, which I was positive one of them was up on this cannon. But I couldn't get up there as this platform wasn't powered up to give me the blue echo power that I needed. So I did my first of many YouTube searches on how to do this specific section, and I had to find a specific power cell at this place called Forbidden Jungle, which would then activate all the electricity power for that area. So once heading over there, I had to first do this platforming section to get inside the building, and once getting to the top of the building, I got a trophy called Jack Be Nimble, which was to reach the top of the Forbidden Temple without running out of blue echo. But once activating the power, I was leaving this place to go back to Sentinel Beach, and once getting there, I jumped up to this cannon, but not without dying right before getting the power cell. But this is actually my last one to get 20, and then I should be able to progress through the store. For God's sake! But once stupidly dying there, I got the power cell this time, which was my 20th one, which meant I could progress to the next part of the story. However, I soon realised that I had one more power cell at Sentinel Beach to find, to get another trophy to find all power cells at this place. So after struggling for another 10 minutes or so trying to find it, I realised you can punch these logs up to be able to reach the platform where the last power cell is. And once doing that, I picked up the last power cell, which then gave me my trophy for finding all power cells at Sentinel Beach. So once getting that trophy, I headed over to the next section of the story, where I had to get over there on this floating bike thing, which, yes, I don't know what it's called. Alright, oh, I'm excited to use this. Okay, so we can't let it reach 500 degrees. How do I move it? Okay, that's jumping. Is it X? Okay, it's X. Alright, so we can't let it hit 500 degrees, and there's apparently like... Bruh. Oh god, that's not a good start. Oh, this isn't a good start. I'm embarrassing myself. Okay, can I hit this? Okay, I can. I knew that was something. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna 100% fail. Yeah, here we go. Oh, no. No. Yeah, I failed. I failed. Or have I? I think I failed. I failed. No! Okay, that was not a good start. I was just getting used to it. This is intense. No! No, I missed! Oh no, we're here. Okay, cool. Another power cell, and there's a trophy. Nice driving, Jack. Collect all power cells in Fire Canyon. That was fun, but I did not. I mean, it's just the PS2 controls, I guess. Like, it's quite hard to control. So after getting that trophy, I showed up at Rock Village, where I shortly after got a trophy called Those Were Our Supplies, Jack, which was to break 15 barrels at Rock Village. And I needed a total of 45 power cells to progress to the next area in the story, but there would also be a boss fight waiting for me. But on the way to the first place in Rock Village called Bogey Swamp, I died by my controller just simply not listening to me for like the 45th time at this point. No, Jack! Jack! Jesus! Why did he go that way? I didn't aim. Oh my lord, man. I didn't even aim for him to go that way. That is so stupid. But anyway, after the game was misbehaving for me and having a mind of its own, clearly, I went to Bogey Swamp and began to earn some power cells. However, at this point, this area was the worst area in the entire game, and I was actually getting very frustrated here as I just kept dying. I'm such an idiot. Honestly, I actually think there's something wrong with me. Oh my, what? I'm such a moron. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my god, it's actually starting to get a bit annoying now. This is the typical PS2 fashion. No, I wasn't thinking again. Oh my gosh. I'm flipping saving it. I'm saving it. I need a bit of a break because this is kind of getting on my nerves. And this was just the start of the pain I would go through. As further on into this game, I would do other missions and get confused on where to go and how to earn certain power cells. But not just that, as I would also continue to die, which was extremely annoying. No, I double jumped. I actually pressed X twice. I pressed jump twice. And for some stupid reason, he just didn't want to double jump. That's gonna flippin' hit me if I stay still. Yeah, for God's sake. How do I don't even know how I do this, man. This is actually so confusing. This is the type of game that I would actually enjoy, but the controls, the fact how the controls are so inverted. Like, why are the controls inverted? But at this current moment at Bogey Swamp, I took my break for the day and came back a few days later. And as I progressed through this area, I would earn one of the power cells by helping this person find their pet by shooting all these rats and making sure they don't eat these snacks that are laid out. And there was 3 stages to this I would have to complete, and each stage got progressively harder. So yeah, getting this specific power cell definitely wasn't easy. Oh no, I'm done, they're everywhere, No! 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 You users! Oh, for God's sake! The sensitivity is bloody awful! Go away, guys, please. Oh my God, this is the best I've done. If I fail this now, I'm gonna be so upset. Is this the last one? Yes! No! No, I thought I did it! Oh my God, I thought I did it! Oh, I knew I should have looked to my right before I flippin' progressed, for God's sake!
A few moments later.
Alright, it looks like there's... Okay, one left. Yes, let's go! Oh my God, well there's my power cell. I guess that's all I really flippin' care about. I mean, I do care about the pet, but goodness gracious me. Okay, he's there. Bloody Nora. But after getting that power cell, I got the last power cell on Bogey Swamp to get another trophy. And after getting that trophy, I went to another place called the Lost Precursor City, where I got 2 different trophies, with this one to break all green eco chests on the slides in the Lost Precursor City, and then this one to collect all power cells in Lost Precursor City. And after getting those trophies, I soon after had enough power cells to open the path to the next area in the game, and also the beginning to my first proper boss fight in the game. Alright, I don't know what to expect. I don't even know what's going on, but oh, okay, great start. I just jumped straight into the lava because I double jump with X, and because of the stupid PS2 controls, he doesn't want to listen to me. Oh my God. Okay, I died again. Oh wait, no! What? I was on the other flipping platform. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is a terrible start. Okay. Oh no, it's not the platform that I'm standing on. It's just what he chooses to do. Okay, that makes more sense. For some reason, I thought it was whatever platform I was on he was gonna hit. Okay, I'm just gonna spam square. I'm just spamming square. Oh, I've got to go back. No. Okay. Good lord. Alright, round 2. Oh my God, okay, there's gaps. There's gaps in the thing. Alright, this is the furthest I've made it. I don't know how many like rounds there are, but hopefully there's like only 3 or something. Okay. No! Oh my God, that actually... No! Oh my God, and I have to start the whole thing again! Oh man, these older games are such a flipping nightmare to deal with sometimes. I don't want to mess this up again. Okay, come on. Okay, that's good. Alright, as soon as it lands on his head, I'm just running backwards. Right, run backwards. I'm just gonna flip and run, hopefully not fall into this lava. Oh wait, is that it? No, hang on. The power cell's there. Oh my God, the power cell's there. Oh my God, have I just beaten him? Oh my God, yes, let's go. So once beaten that boss fight, I just continued through the rest of the game, and from this point on till the final boss fight, I got 7 trophies, with a couple being miscellaneous trophies, but the rest of them being to find all power cells at specific places, and another trophy to beat the final boss fight. And this last boss fight wasn't hard at all once I knew what I had to do. However, I did die a couple times because I didn't know what to do at the start. But once I did know, I was able to beat that final boss fight with ease and finish the story. So with the first step of this platinum now done, it is now on to the second step, which was to collect the remaining power cells and orbs. So I had a total of 82 power cells at this point and 1,780 orbs. So I didn't actually have that many power cells and orbs to get, as I had found the majority of them whilst playing the story, as there are 101 power cells in total and 2,000 orbs in total. So I was able to find the remaining power cells at 4 different places, which gave me 4 different trophies to find all power cells at those specific places. However, I stumbled across a couple couple hidden power cells that were extremely hard to find, and I tried to find them myself, but I ended up just looking at a guide, and doing that saved me a ton of time because I don't think I was finding them by myself anytime soon. But I collected this first one to get another trophy, and then I had one more hidden power cell to find, which was at Volcanic Crater. Okay, so now that we're in the spider cave, I need to make my way up over here. Okay, so now that I'm up here, I need to, this is the fire eco here, so I need to time this right. Okay, jump down and then go this way. And basically, I've just got to make sure that I do not, like, you know, mess up the jump or, like, not hang off the ledge. But that actually worked out beautifully. Oh, wow, that was beautiful. Look how much, I have so much time. Although, it won't shoot. Okay, there we go. Okay, wow, there we go. Great cavern power. There's another trophy. And after getting that trophy, I only had one more area called Misty Island to get the remaining 8 power cells and 150 orbs. So after about 40 minutes of being on this area trying to find everything, I was able to finally find the last 150 orbs I needed to get the trophy to find all 2,000 precursor orbs. And then soon after that, I found and collected the last power cell on Misty Island to get the trophy to find all power cells on Misty Island. So with the second step of this platinum now done, it is now on to the third and final step, which was to get the last 2 miscellaneous trophies. So the first one I went for was called Dexterous Performance, which was to travel to the blue eco platform in 12 or fewer jumps. And I had to do this at the very first area that the game takes you to. And I thought this would be way harder than it was, but I only failed twice before getting the trophy on my 3rd attempt. But now, I just had one more trophy before the platinum, which was to earn a record time of 40 seconds or better on this race. Yeah, rewind. Rewind. Great start. Absolutely terrific. No, rewind. God damn it. But I have a weird feeling. Yeah, I fluffed that real bad. Alright, that actually weirdly worked out, but I've got like 10 seconds to do this. I don't know if I'm going to do it in 10... Yeah, there's no way I'm doing this in 10 seconds. Well, 5 seconds now. Especially when that's flipping happening. God damn it. Oh my god, get a life. Yeah. I was very close though. I was 0.1... Oh my god, I was 0.1 second away from doing that. I didn't realize it was that close. I think I'm doing it faster, but only by like a second. So this is going to be tight. This is going to be very, very tight. Come on! Yes! There it is! Let's go! Let's see Samos do it better. There's the platinum. We did it, Dax. We did it. We did it. Unlock all trophies in jakanddaxter, the Precursor Legacy. Oh my lord. Wow, that was not what I expected. That was a lot harder than I thought. That was alright overall, but like, I just feel like... I don't know. I feel like that definitely got better towards the end because I started to like, you know, I think maybe like the last couple missions before the final boss fight, I started to like kind of just like take the pressure away of not trying to rush to get the 100% and just kind of enjoy it a bit, because at the start I kind of didn't do that. But like the big part about this is why I wasn't enjoying this at points was because of the damn controls. The controls, like I understand this is like a PS2 original game, and I guess there's like a nostalgic feel for that alone, but like having to like not being able to like change the controls to like the camera to be inverted, like the fact how this was inverted the whole time really threw me off. And then you can't change the sensitivity either, like that was bad. And then obviously just the buttons not really being very responsive at points, like obviously it was very PS2y, if that makes sense. So yeah, that because of the controls like just not feeling responsive at points, it definitely like made me a bit more angry at some points, more than I should have. But overall I like the concept of this game, and I just think that if the controls were a bit more responsive at like the whole time, I would have enjoyed this a lot more, because I definitely enjoyed the game and the concept, but the controls and the PS2 kind of style, it really like just threw me off. So with the J game now done, it is now onto the second game, beginning with the letter P. And after deciding what game to play for this letter, I thought of a game that has been in my backlog for over a year now. And fun fact, last year in July, I actually tried to go for the platinum on this game, but ended up quitting as I couldn't get into the game, and it was just also so challenging for me. And I just simply couldn't get behind it at the time. But now doing this video, I decided this was the perfect time to give this game another go, but this time not quit the platinum and actually obtain it this time. So, the game that I decided to platinum that begins with the letter P is... So the first step when going for Prince of Persia The Lost Crown's Platinum was to just play the story as normal. And when I played this game last year, I only played for 1 hour before quitting. So back then, I had earned no trophies and also didn't have much experience with this game. But when watching this first cutscene, I actually forgot how cool it was, and it gave me goosebumps at the start, I can't lie. But this time round, I actually decided to read how to do certain moves and abilities when in combat, and not rush anything like I did last time. And when learning how to parry, I actually understood the timing a lot more because I actually chose to read what to do. So going into my first mini boss fight in the game at the end of the first mission, I was already much more confident than before.
Your life ends here. Not if yours ends first.
Not if yours ends first. I actually love our character's accent. So yeah, I remember with this boss fight, I don't think I was just very good at like attacking him. Like I feel like I was just quite I didn't really understand his attack patterns, and obviously my parry and timing was so bad. So I don't think I died, but I think I was close. Okay, there we go. Nice parry, nice parry. Okay, I've already lost a bar of health, which is not good. Nice parry. Here we go. I think I've got the timing down. He's already basically at half health. Oh, here we go. Oh, let's go. Oh, nice kick. Okay, I'm already doing so much better on this boss fight than I did the first time. Look at, the timing's there. The timing's there. Oh, man. Okay, I got hit there. I should probably heal. Oh, no. Ah! Okay, that wasn't good. I'm already doing so much better than what I did when I first played. Now that I think about it, I think I died a couple times. Okay, I could actually die, which is not good. Run! Okay. Alright, hopefully I can actually clutch this. He's only got a tiny bit of health left. Alright, move out of the way. There we go, that should be it. There we go, let's go. That was so much better than when I did that a year ago. that was way more successful. So after beating that first of many boss fights in the game, all of us warriors headed back to this palace where this guy called Prince Hassan gets kidnapped by our mentor and supposedly our ally called Ananita. And once she captures the prince, there is no real explanation as to why she's doing it, but she ends up betraying us and escaping with the prince. So this is where our character and all the other warriors head to where the prince has been taken to, which is this place called Mount Quaff. Quaff? Quaff. Quaff. Oh, I don't bloody know. Anyway, this place is where we would be for the rest of this game, and this place is cursed and it causes people to hallucinate things and also feel like you've been there for a lot longer than you actually have been, etc. So I just went through some more of this game and I got to my first whack whack tree, which is where you can change what athro powers you want to equip and what amulets you want to equip, etc. But it's also a way to save the game, as this game does have an autosave feature. However, in my opinion, they are very unforgiving and you rarely get them unless it's before or after a boss fight. But this point right here was where I originally got to before quitting the platinum the first time. So this was the point where I got stuck on last year when I went for the platinum on this game. Like I got to this point, which I don't know if it's some kind of checkpoint or not. I think over through this door there's like these new enemy types of like these flies, and I could not kill them. And because I couldn't kill them, I would spend like maybe 4 or 5 minutes running to that point just to die and end up back here. And because that happened, like I kid you not, maybe like 12 times, I got so sick of it and just quit. So yeah, hopefully when I go through this door and face those like enemies, it won't be too bad. Hopefully. So the place where these flies are that I was just talking about are located at this place called the Depths, which at this point isn't actually the way to go. However, when I went for this platinum a year ago, I didn't know that, and at this point I didn't know that now, as this game is very exploring heavy and the game doesn't really tell you where or which way to go to reach the main objective. So I went back down to the Depths again, and because I had no upgrades or abilities at this point, I was not cut out to be here yet, which is why I died again. Oh man, if I get hit once, I'm dead. Yep. Yeah, okay. Alright, now I know why I was struggling. And then yeah, it takes you all the way back over here. And that was what was annoying me. I remember that would constantly annoy me, the fact how I would get all of that way just to die because I couldn't parry them. Because now that I think about it, I don't think you can. And just constantly like have to fight all the way back to that point. it would get so annoying so fast. And yeah, from the whack whack tree to the point I just died at, it would take around 4 to 5 minutes just to get there. So I continued to die a few more times before I ended up just trying to go a different way. And once doing that, I went the right way, which was a relief because I was getting horrible flashbacks from last year. So I just continued going through the game and I tried not to get sidetracked on exploring as I had no upgrades or abilities. But as I went through the game for another 2 hours or so, I ran into my first proper boss fight in the game, which I was nervous for, but also very excited. Oh my gosh, look at that thing! Jakanddaxter. Well, I don't know who that is. Look at that. That is bloody terrifying. Okay, I'm probably going to die a couple times, but let's see what you got. Oh my gosh. I'm so scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Where's he gone? Okay. Okay, nice parry. Nice parry. Damn. That was close. Okay, nice timing. Nice timing, Josh. Move! Okay, I actually dodged that somehow. I don't know how, but I did. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm surprised I haven't died yet. But I assume his attack patterns are going to change. I'm so scared right now. Okay, come on. That is some good damage. Alright, he's going to do that big charge. Let's go. Alright, I should probably heal, actually. I'm going to heal. Just in case. The last thing I want to do is fail here. Oh, the music's intensifying. I've almost done this. Alright, oh, he actually hit me there, okay. Damn it, I just poisoned myself. Alright, he's almost done though. He might be done here. Yes, let's go in. There is my first trophy after like over 3 hours of playing. The man-eater defeat the king of beasts. Oh man, my first trophy in the game after probably over 3 hours. Man, that was a lot of fun. Oh, and we've increased our health as well, even better. Oh, it's just getting better and better. So after beating that boss fight, I soon after collected this feather, which gave me my first of many abilities in the game, with this one unlocking the ability to dash in the air to be able to reach further platforms and places that I couldn't reach before. But after unlocking that ability, I arrived at this new area in the game called the Sacred Archives, and this was definitely one of the more creepy areas in the game in my opinion, and one of the reasons for that was because I had to avoid this thing called the jailer, which if they catch you, you'll get sent straight to prison. But at the time when playing this game, I didn't know that, so when I ran into this jailer for the first time, I didn't know what was about to happen. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, I'm gone. Oh my, wait, what's this? I'm in a prison. Oh my gosh, okay. Wow, I don't know if that was part of the story or not, but I am now in prison. But eventually I made my way out of the prison and just continued going through the game. But then I got sidetracked, as there are multiple different fights in the game where you fight an alternate version of yourself. And sometimes you fight just one alternate version of Sargon, and other times you'll have to fight 2 of them. But beating these fights rewards you with more Athra Surge abilities, which is basically a special power move you can perform when you have enough meter. But I just went into this room thinking it was the way to go as a part of the story, but it turns out this had nothing to do with the story, and without knowing, I had run into a room with an alternate version of my character that I would have to fight. Oh no. Oh, I was not expecting to get chucked into a boss fight with our alternate version. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this. He is so much better than me in every single way. Damn, this is intense. I was not expecting to have to fight my alternate version. But he's almost dead. He's actually almost dead. Oh, he faked me. He faked me. Oh, he's faking me. Damn it. I'm gonna die. Yep. Wow. I was so close to beating him. So close, and now I'm all the way back over here. That is actually insane. So because I was so close to beating that fight on my first attempt, I decided to pause on the story for now and stupidly continue to keep trying to beat this alternate version, despite not being fully equipped with more health and more upgrades, to have a better chance to beat this fight. And yeah, because of that, I continued to fail to win the fight and would also die in the process. Oh my god, wow, that was even worse than last time. Of course he did that! Of course! Oh man, it's 3 times now. Let's go! No, he's not done! Oh my god, why do I feel like I'm gonna die? No! Oh my god, no, he had no health.
A few moments later.
Okay, this has to be it. Okay, I have literally just got to... Come on, yes! Let's go! Parallel universe, about damn time. Defeat an alternate version. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, that trophy description indicates that there's more than one of them. Oh, god damn. So after being that alternate version of my character, I managed to get to Ananita, who was still holding Prince Hassan hostage. However, just as it seemed I was going to have a boss fight with this woman as she wasn't giving up the prince so easily, out of nowhere came Varum, who is one of the warriors on our side. Or so I thought, as when he showed up, I thought he was here to help us take care of Ananita and save the prince. However, that is not what happened. Oh no. Oh! Oh my god, what is going on, man? Yeah, as you could probably tell by my reaction, I was very surprised at what just happened. And yeah, I found out that Varum wants to be king and will essentially do anything to get there, including killing the prince. But this leads to a small fight with Varum where I quickly got demolished and outclassed. But in my defense, I do think that as a part of the game, you had to lose this fight. I really hope I'm right about that. But after he chucks us down all the way to the catacombs, I managed to find my way out after nearly 20 minutes of actually not knowing where to go, which began to get very annoying, I must admit. But after finding my way out, I soon got another trophy called Shock Trooper, which was to eliminate 20 enemies with an opportunity attack. But soon after getting that trophy, I got confronted by Neve, who is one of the warriors, and she seems angry and asks us if it's true or not if we killed Prince Hassan. And after we say no, she does believe us, but also tells us that 2 of the warriors, being Orod and Manilas, have sided and believed Varum, as he told them both that we are a traitor and killed the prince. But after a couple more hours of playing the game, I had fought 2 more boss fights, which were both progressively harder than the first fight I had done earlier. But after a couple deaths on each one, I beat both of them, which gave me another 2 trophies. But because Varum had lied about us to the other warriors to where Orod and Manilas believed him, I had to fight both of them in separate boss fights, with the first one being against Orod. And this was by far the toughest boss fight in the game at this point. Oh no! I actually really like this guy as well. I don't want to fight him. This is going to be a fun fight, but also a very sad one, because I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to die to this guy, but I also don't want to hurt him. Okay, I've got to figure out his patterns though. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, I think I've got his patterns down, kind of, but I am probably gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna die again. I think I'm dead. Yep. Okay. Come on, Orod. There we go. Stage 1 done. Stage 1 done. I really hope he doesn't die. Like, if Sargon kills him, that is not going to look good. Oh no, what's going on? What the hell is happening? Ah! What? How the hell do you avoid that? How do you avoid that? Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Right, heal. Heal. Oh my, okay. Wow. Okay, there was some attacks there that I genuinely don't know how to... Oh my god, can I restart? Alright, I'm going to use this and see what happens. Nice, nice, good damage. Alright, I'm kind of confused what to do here though, I'll be honest. I don't... How do I avoid that? Am I supposed to like stay on the walls or something? Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Wow. Oh my god, okay, I think I figured it out. I figured it out. Oh my god, I figured it out. Let's go. Okay, I got out. What? What the hell is he just transformed into? Oh my god, he's transformed into basically Kratos. Oh my... Is this guy like Thor or something? This guy's like Thor. No, it caught me. No, it caught... Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. That's killed me because that does like 4 bars. Damn it, man. Okay, that was the furthest I made it, but like I am certain this guy's like the Prince of Persia's version of like Kratos or Thor or something. Like, what did he just transform into? So yeah, I just spent the next 20 minutes or so just continuously dying to O-Rod, and even though I was getting better and better on each attempt and I was understanding his patterns more, I was still struggling to actually beat him. But after almost 1 whole hour of struggling and dying on this fight, I was able to finally beat it. I'm getting scared. Guys, I'm getting scared. I'm getting so scared. Please be here. Yes! Oh no, L2, no. Oh my god, I had my hands off my controller. I had my hands off my controller. Okay, it's not over till it's over. Remember that, Josh. Oh, it might be over there. It is the Storm Master. Oh, defeat the Mighty Master, O-Rod, aka Thor, or flipping Kratos at this rate. Good lord. Man, that was a fun, but very hard fight. Mostly because of that third stage. So after finally beating O-Rod, I got 2 more miscellaneous-based trophies, with this one to kill 30 enemies in the air, and then this one to earn a total of 10,000 time crystals. But after getting those 2 trophies, I had to fight Menelaus, who is the other warrior who believes we are the betrayer. And this fight overall wasn't harder than O-Rod in my opinion. However, it took me slightly longer to beat this guy, as he was just more of an awkward fight if anything. But after over an hour of struggling to beat him, I eventually got the job done to get another trophy. But after beating Menelaus, I just continued through the rest of the story and got these 5 trophies in the process, with a couple of them being story related to beat specific boss fights, and then the other 3 being side mission and collectible based trophies. But now, I was at the end of the game where I had to fight Varam again and stop him once and for all. No, I will say, I've been pleasantly surprised with how good this game has been. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I had my, concerns a little bit because obviously of how much I love Prince of Persia Forgotten Sands. And, obviously when I played the game the first time, I quit in an hour in because it just was not my type of thing. But this has really surprised me. The boss fights especially, man, they've been so much fun. They've been very hard, but they've been fun. And, just the art style of this game and everything. I'm actually, I've definitely had my moments with this game of not really enjoying it too much, but that's more, kind of the exploration part. Just not really knowing where I'm going. But, yeah, this game overall, this game's been a lot of fun. It's surprised me. So once getting to Varam, he looks completely different because of the power he has received. But this boss was a lot easier than I thought. And I think the big reason for that is because after fighting Menelaus, I realised you can buy upgrades, which I didn't do throughout the whole game pretty much. And once buying upgrades to increase the damage with my sword attacks, this whole game was so much easier and I was able to beat normal enemies and boss fights much quicker. But despite dying a few times still on this fight, I was able to beat Varam to finish the story. And overall, it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Come on, that has to be it! Oh, L2! Oh my god, I need to stop making that same mistake. I keep taking my hands off the controller before the fight isn't even done yet. Let's finish him! Put him out of his misery! Come on! Boom! There it is! There is the trophy, the end of time. Let's go. That is to defeat the God Prince. So with the first step of this platinum now done, it is now on to the second step, which was to complete all side quests. So there are a total of 9 side quests I would have to complete, with the majority of them being collectible based, like having to find a certain amount of sand jars, etc. And there was also a side quest in the game called Divine Trials that I thought I would have to do as well. And as this was probably the hardest side quest in the game, where there's around 20 of these platforming sections I had to complete, I decided to do that first. And I spent nearly 2 hours in total struggling on this, and in that time I only completed one of these sections, which just proves how hard that was. Or I just suck, I don't know. But luckily I found out that this specific side quest didn't need to be completed as a part of the trophy, which was a massive relief. So yeah, I basically just spent nearly 2 hours struggling for absolutely no reason. But I decided to start by finding and defeating all 8 Lost Warriors to end up fighting the final Lost Warrior in a boss fight. So I was going through beating these warriors until I had to fight one in a specific room that you could only access if you had a key that the jailer was holding. So I found the jailer and I had to defeat him to not only get the key I needed, but to also get a trophy to defeat the jailer, which I didn't know was a trophy at the time. But once beating the remaining warriors, I ended up fighting the last warrior in a mini boss fight. And this definitely wasn't the hardest boss fight in the game, but for some reason, I struggled on this fight way more than I thought I would, as I died quite a few times. But after a few deaths, I beat Adashir and got a trophy for doing so. And then after that, I just continued going through these side quests, and some of them were genuinely only like a 5-minute mission that was extremely easy to do, whereas some of the others were collectible based that took around 1 to 2 hours to complete. However, during this process, I got 2 trophies that were to complete a specific side quest, with this one to complete the Prophecy Fresco, which was the side quest to find all sand jars, and then this one to complete the Moon Gatherer's side quest. And not to mention that I did also naturally get another miscellaneous trophy called Deadly Trap, which was to eliminate 5 enemies using spikes. But I only had one more side quest to complete called the Impossible Climb, and this is a platforming based side quest where I have to collect 3 gold bells and make my way down to the floor without hitting any of the spikes. And if I would hit the spikes at any point, I would have to completely restart again. And I actually tried to do this earlier on in the game during this step. However, I spent around 20 or 25 minutes on it just continuously dying. However, once coming back, I had made it the furthest I had ever made it and was about to get the 3rd bell, but I just had to mess it up a couple times when I got to this point. Oh, the bell's up there. No! Oh my god, that was the furthest I made it. All I had to do was grab that bell and it would have been done. All right, we're here. No! No! I messed it up again! Oh, I messed it up again! How am I messing this up? It's not even that difficult! Oh my lord, how did I mess that up twice at the same spot? Come on. No! Yes! Okay, now I need to make it back down.
Huh?
Oh my god, wait, how did I not die? Ah! Oh! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Getting back down is going to be harder. Oh man, okay, this is going to be harder than I thought because getting down is going to be a nightmare in itself. Alright, I got all 3. Come on! Is that it? That has to... No, there's more! Yes, I did it! Oh, I did it! Oh, I did it! Oh my gosh! Oh, game, give me my trophy. There we go, charitable soul. Oh, thank God. Okay, let's complete every side quest. Okay, luckily, I don't have to do this one then, the Divine Trials. So with the second step of this platinum now done, it is now on to the 3rd and final step, which was to earn all collectible and miscellaneous trophies. So during this step, I had 3 different collectibles I needed to get, with those being 36 amulets, 30 Soma Tree pellets, and 9 amulet holders. So yeah, over the course of maybe 2 hours or so, I had found all of the 3 different types of collectibles to get 3 trophies. And some of these collectibles were located at these hidden areas in the game. And there was actually 3 different trophies that I got from going to these secret/hidden areas. With this first trophy to discover a secret floor, this trophy to find the herbalist camp, and then this trophy right here to discover the ghost ship. And after spending 2 hours or so, like I mentioned earlier, finding all these hidden places and collectibles and getting trophies for them, I only had 3 more miscellaneous trophies to get, and for one of those trophies I had to fully upgrade my sword and bow, and I had already fully upgraded my swords and I just had to upgrade my bow one more time before I would get the trophy. However, I had to find a certain amount of these metal blocks called ores, and I only needed 1 more before I had enough to buy the upgrade, which I was just about to pick up now. Alright, last ore thing that I need is just here. There we go. Alright, there's the 3 that I need for that. So now I just need to go back to the haven where the blacksmith is and get the remaining last, what's it called? Get the last upgrade for the bow, and then that'll be one of the trophies, but I'm actually going to try and get another trophy here. Okay, that's embarrassing. Right, I'm going to try and get him to hit me. I need to there we go, right. There it is, warrior within. There we go. So that's to use every Athra Surge. There we go. Beautiful. Right, level it up. Right, that should get me another trophy. Hopefully. There we go. Blessing of Shamir. Shamshir. For God's sake. I can't read. Fully upgrade sword and bow. Okay. So the last trophy. I actually didn't know you could do this, but it's quite an easy one. Apparently I need to get an enemy to defeat another enemy by like basically putting them on my side by pressing circle. So I send them to my dimension, if I can actually do it. And then I literally just like take them back out, and that easy. Wow. That easy. Betrayal. There it is. Where's the platinum? There it is! Prince of Persia, about damn time, man. Acquire all the trophies. I enjoyed that game. I enjoyed, like, even though the exploration was annoying, the story was actually really, really good. The gameplay was really, really good as well, considering that I didn't think I was going to enjoy the gameplay as much as I did, because obviously from, you know, Prince of Persia Forgotten Sands being probably like in my top 5 favorite games of all time. So yeah, like, I thought I wasn't going to really enjoy the gameplay. Loved the gameplay, loved the boss fights, loved the music, loved the style, like how it's got a bit of a cartoony feel to it as well. I just didn't really like the exploration and like how annoying those collectibles were to get. This was actually a really good game. I'm quite surprised, because considering I quit last year because I just couldn't get into it, and it was just really difficult. I didn't think I was going to enjoy this as much as I did, but obviously it still had its moments. But yeah, overall it was pretty damn good, I'm not going to lie. Alright guys, so that is both of the games platinums now obtained. And just like I said on the intro, I'm going to quickly give my thoughts on what game I enjoyed overall out of the two, and also whether I agree or disagree with what PSN Profiles gives the difficulty out of 10, and I'll give a short reason as to why I agree or disagree. So I won't go into too much detail on why I prefer this game overall to the other one, because I have given my review on both games already. However, I'd say overall I definitely preferred Prince of Persia's Platinum, because even though both games had moments of not being enjoyable and extremely challenging, I had more fun overall with Prince of Persia compared to jakanddaxter. Now, jakanddaxter was a fun game, don't get me wrong, but it was also a very short platinum, so I didn't have nearly as much hours on this game compared to Prince of Persia. But I've said it so many times throughout this video, but jakanddaxter's controls were the main reason why I didn't enjoy this game as much as Prince of Persia, just because they were so unresponsive. Now, both games are rated a 4 out of 10 difficulty, and with jakanddaxter, if you take away the fact that the controls aren't that great and quite PS2-y with the fact that they're just not very responsive, when it comes to the actual game, it is still quite challenging, especially if you try to find all power cells without a guide. But yeah, if I'm going to add the controls being extremely bad into the equation, which to be honest I probably should do, then I would probably disagree with the ratings slightly and give it more of a 4.5 out of 10. However, I cannot agree with Prince of Persia's Platinum being a 4 out of 10 difficulty. Because look, I can fully admit that I could have just been bad at this game, and there are definitely things I could have done better, but most of the boss fights were extremely hard, and the amount of collectibles I had to get was a lot, and also the checkpoints being very unforgiving and sending you back like 7 minutes from where you are if you die made this game extremely difficult. So I would give the difficulty for this game more like a 6 out of 10. So again, if you guys liked this new type of platinum video, then please let me know in the comments, and also be sure to like the video, as that will also let me know if you guys enjoyed this video or not. But yeah, that is the end of the video, guys, so make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, as I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so it would mean the world if you guys could help me get there. But again, I hope you guys liked the video, and take care. See you guys later.